Good morning, folks. Mitch back here with you again. I know I've not posted a video in several weeks now. We've had a lot going on. My mother-in-law, who lived with us for the past couple of years, she's been in and out of the hospital for the past year or so. And she went in on July the 9th and didn't make it back out. She passed away on July the 20th. So I've actually not been on the bike since probably about, I'm thinking June the 25th or something like that was the last time I rode, which was when I went to Jellicoe down in that area. I have done some work on the bike, and that's basically what this video is going to be about. I did get me a cushion. This is a mesh cushion. It is a Grand Pit Stop. I've not had a ride on it yet, so I don't know how the thing is going to work. I thought I'd throw you together a little video about putting this fairing on that Amy and Quentin gave me. This is it installed. I'll show you the process of how we got that far. I'm still missing this lower piece right here. Turned out pretty good. Hopefully we'll be back to riding here maybe this coming week. All depends on the weather. Weather's not looking that great, but you never know in the summertime. Those forecasts change from day to day. All right, let's get this fairing on. Thank you for watching. Okay, I'm finally going to break down and put this piece on here that Amy and Quentin sent me. Get rid of all this broken junk and get us a new one in there. It's yaller. I need to make it gold. I'm gonna use some 120 sandpaper and start sanding on that baby. I'm just gonna sand my hand. Try not to get too deep. Take the sheen off of it. Well, I got her sanded down pretty good. Got the biggest majority of the sheen off. The only place there's any sheen is maybe a little bit in the creases, but that is going to be hidden anyway. I need to box up this hole right here. This is normally where a CB radio would go, but Interstate model didn't have a CB radio. I bought this fiberglass repair kit at Wally World, Bondo brand. It comes with a bunch of cloth, your little 2/10 of an ounce of hardener, and some resin, and a little mixing tray, a little old spreader, and a tongue depressor. Instructions say to cut several pieces of the cloth about 1 inch bigger than what the hole is, and mix up a little bit of the resin and hardener at a time, sort of do it in layers. So let's get to cranking. We'll first off cut some pieces of the cloth. Hopefully that light is not blinding. The little hole is about 2.5 by 2.5 or 4.5. We'll cut it 3.5 by 5.5. Ought to work, I guess. What the instructions say anyhow. Okay, it says to mix up 1 ounce for 10 drops. All right, this cup, or this lid, cap, whatever, is 2 tablespoons. So we'll put 3 of that and 10 drops of hardener. 1, 2, says you got about 10 minutes to work this stuff once you get the hardener in it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Put a big piece. Put some more layers on here. Try to work that around a little bit. Go ahead and lay us a couple more layers on there. Let that sit there and harden up, and then we'll put some on the other side. Prop this thing up with this chair here so it don't fall. Clean my paintbrush out. It says to use acetone. Apparently got that all on my hands. Well, I mixed up another batch of the fiberglass and poured it on the top side into the little pocket there that was created by plastering some on the back side. So I'll let that dry for a couple hours. This is pretty smooth. You sort of feel the ridge around through there, so I'll put a little skim layer of Bondo. I may actually put the skim layer of spot putty. I think that's what I'll do. Minor dings, hairline cracks. That's what I'll do. I'll just put a little bit of that on there. Little dab-a-doo. Smells like paint. Alrighty, I think that's it. Alright, we'll let that dry, sand it down a little bit, and probably put another coat on it. I use this sponge sander to start with. Just take a little piece off the edges here. Get them edges smoothed out. Feathered in. Might have a little divot right there, possibly. Barely sanding on that. All right, feels good. Now we'll wash it off and then put some primer on it. Hit it with a little degreaser. All right, I'll put that over here and let it dry. Let it dry good, and then I'll put the primer on it. Got a coat of paint on this, a coat of primer, sandable primer on this fairing piece here. All right, I'm gonna bring in the gold wing. It'll take me a minute. Gotta fight these gravels. Okay, I'm finally going to break down and put this piece on here that Amy and Quentin sent me. Get rid of all this broken junk and get us a new one in there. Let's see what we can do. All right, here's the new and improved. It is going to be a slightly different color, but it is what it is. But I'll get some of this stuff taken off here and we'll get this new one, or this repurposed one, put on. You see what I did here it did have a cutout for a CB radio on this particular model that Amy and Quentin have anyway. And this one, you can see it had a place for that CB radio, but this Interstate model, being low on a totem pole, it didn't have a CB, and it had a plug that was in there. I guess I could have put that plug in this, but I didn't. What I did do was put some fiberglass in there and fixed that hole up, primered and painted. This stuff's just barely hanging in here. Didn't have anything to hang on to really. Let's see, I guess I'll have to pop the seat off. That might be all I actually have to do. Might be able to just pop that thing up by hand. I don't know, it's got to go. I'll have to get that box right there off. Of course, that's just got 4 screws holding it on there. Nothing to it. Thing broke all the pieces. Get this vent out. Get that out without breaking it. Looks like it's already broke. These vents have little tabs supposed to lock in there, but they're very easily broke. You can see on this vent, I've already got this tab broke, this tab broke. So it was only hanging by the side. That tab there, you probably can't see, but it's already breaking. This little piece here, it just locks in the same way. Got little tabs, top and bottom. Little tab there, couple of tabs there. Luckily, this piece of fairing is broken all the pieces, so this thing ought to come out without breaking any more tabs, since the fairing is so flexible. Put that knife down before I can cut my finger off. Well, I don't think I broke any on that one yet. That thing is done for. Get the new one. Found what I did with it. Go ahead and put this thing in while I got it off. Okie dokie. I'm gonna get that thing to lock in there, right? This vent here, it's got a arm on it. See this arm here? It has to reach in there and grab hold of that little old nub to make that vent work. I think I'm missing a hole or something right there. Yeah, that's where this thing is supposed to screw into, I guess. Oh, we're missing that. There's a piece of rubber. It's torn. Well, I had to take these vents back out. Let's see if I can get them back in. I'll try to put that bottom one in first so I can see where that little old thing there goes. I think I got it on there. Yeah. It is on. I can just get it pressed in. There we go. Well, I can get the little compartment put back in. Ow. All right, Jimmy. Guess I blocked y'all out, seeing all that. Now, get the seat back on. Well, it ain't a perfect match, but it looks pretty stinking good. I just need to get a piece for right there. Well, thanks, Amy and Quentin. Appreciate that. Looks a lot better. I don't care if it is two-tone. Three-tone now, actually. Got a dark brown at the bottom, gold in the middle, and golder at the top. Looks fine to me. All right, appreciate you watching.